any effort to think about the economy from a global perspective, in particular to try to reach the goals of the G20 in order to reach and enhance sustainable environmental growth and development, must have ethics at its core. But even what we mean by sustainable development and growth itself has to be thought about from an ethical perspective. So, for example, by sustainable economic growth and development, we don't just mean having a larger amount of money in a country. We also have to think about how that money is distributed amongst individuals, and to think about the relationship between economic development and social development. Because sometimes increases in economic development actually harm social development. And then the other factor we have to be attentive to is environmental development. So all of those go hand in hand as the G20 works to reach its goals. It must do it with ethics at the heart of what it's attending to. Well, the G20 itself has reaffirmed achieving the Millennium Development Goals. And those goals encompass basic needs. And that's another reason that ethics is so central to everything that the G20 is doing. The basic needs that we all have a right to because of basic human rights. Food security, water that's safe, healthcare, education. Those are the types of things that must be attended to as we think about economic growth and development, so that the eradication of poverty needs to be one of the goals that the G20 is thinking about as they move forward. Why Pennsylvanians really should understand the G20 and the ethical issues is best understood by thinking about Rachel Carson, who you know is a Pennsylvania citizen, in fact was born in Pittsburgh. And Rachel Carson really showed us the importance of the interconnections between humans and between humans and the environment. And I think that one of the things we all have to face is not only the ways in which our economies are interconnected, but the ways in which our economies are impacting our environment. We're facing two very major global challenges, the current economic crisis, but also global climate change. The only way we can address these issues is to understand that we stand in Pennsylvania and we respond to it as Pennsylvanians, but we're also citizens of the world. And these types of problems can only be addressed from that perspective.